What's your name?
My name is Brandon. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves as well?
My name's Matt.
Matt?
Hi, my name's Kevin.
Kevin?
Devin.
Wow. Kevin, Devin? Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
that's cool. You want to be in this? Yeah,
sure.
Saul.
Okay, so, okay. So,
We got Ryan and Quinn behind the camera, just
Yeah,
in
yeah,
case you guys are worried.
They are our friends.
They're
so,
also meat eaters too, just in case you're
Okay.
worried.
that's cool, We all
Just
do a
had to
group
put that
thing.
out there. All right. I love the meat.
So,
Pause.
You don't mind if I'm ripping a butt?
no, it's fine.
Okay.
So you asked me before the camera started rolling
Yeah,
if I'm an
ethical.
ethical vegan. Yeah.
Yeah.
So veganism is a moral position. It's a ideology. So I'll start by defining veganism, and then if you guys just want to tell me what you disagree with, right? I'm assuming none of us are vegan besides me.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
no,
okay.
No. Yeah.
So veganism is an ideology that rejects the commodification of animals, right? So that means we want to use them, abuse them, or kill them for food, clothing, entertainment, or anything else.
Sure.
So what about that definition do you disagree with? Whoever wants to start can go
I don't
for it.
disagree with none of that.
Okay.
I don't disagree with any of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't disagree with it. Yeah.
Okay, so
dude, like,
here's
you're
the
right.
thing.
You're on
You're
the right
definitely
path.
on the
But can I ask you a question?
Well, time out. Just let me explain the point.
No, do your thing. Do
Yeah.
your thing. Do
So
your thing.
if all three of you heard that definition and agree with it, that's precisely why you should be vegan, right? So it's an ideology that embodies that definition. So if you agree with that definition, then that's exactly why you should be vegan. But now if you guys have any qualms or any other pushback for veganism, please go ahead.
So my whole thing with like veganism, right, especially for the people that don't want that are like really for like I don't want to harm any living animal or anything.
Crop deaths?
What
We're
is
gonna talk
it?
about crop deaths?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Yeah, no, like word, because it's like
Sure.
for me to kill a cow, and once again, I totally agree with you in the sense of like commercial, industrialized how we eating is awful. I don't
Okay.
agree with that at all.
100%.
Okay.
But for me, so if
Self-sustainable.
I'm a hunter and I go out and I kill one deer, right, humanely, I have respect for the deer, whatever. I go out and kill it. That for that one death, for you to have like a Beyond Burger or whatever, you know what I mean, whatever vegan thing that you want.
Sure.
The farmers have to kill. They have to use all these things to kill the rice, the mice, the
yeah.
insects, and everything around it. So it's like, for your soybean salad, that if you look at like the death rate,
Yeah.
like per pound,
You kill more
you
animals
kill
to
more
eat that
animals
fucking
than me going out with my bow and killing one deer. But
Okay.
that's only for if I'm doing it as that type of thing, or if I grow my own livestock, like I grow my own cows or chickens or whatever.
So yeah, I have a great
Yeah, rock and
argument
roll.
for that, right?
Rock and roll.
So it's you. The first thing is you kind of. I don't think you meant to do this, but you did.
I said rice.
No, not that. You.
I've been drinking.
What's it called? Not that. You. You said that I'm making an argument that I'm not, right? So I forgot the
No.
logical fallacy. We're not against all death. We're not against animal death. So that's not what veganism is about, right?
I have
Veganism.
a friend who is vegan. I just want to point out, and he is against any sort of.
So I can
animal
explain
Oh,
what.
that-
No. So that's the difference. We're not against.
about big.
Nope, I could explain. I
Yeah,
can explain.
yeah,
So
rock
we're
and
not
roll, bro.
against all death, right? We understand, especially even for humans, we understand that animals have to die. We understand humans have to die in a lot of circumstances.
Circle
What
it,
we're
man.
against, well, yes, but what we're against is the intentional rights violations to other sentient animals, right? So as humans, we are sentient animals. We can feel pain, feel joy. We have a consciousness. Thank you, man. We have a consciousness.
Me, I agree.
Other sentient animals also have sentience, which means they could feel pain, they could feel joy, they could experience things. So what veganism directly is against is not animal death. For us to be on this planet, for 8 billion people to be on this planet, animals die all the time, whether it's in car accidents, whether it's for crop deaths, but it's the intentional breeding and killing of animals to use them as products when they're not that, right? So there's a difference between incidental deaths for crops that we have to grow.
So what's so like? All right, I get you guys are riding for that or whatever, but what about the workforce or what about all the other stuff that we're
I
getting
could get into
raised?
that.
We're getting raised to work and work our lives to get nothing, pretty much. So like that's pretty much the same thing as animals. So like,
But what
why
is-
be vegan if you can't save yourself? You know what I mean?
Okay, so two things, and I'm going to address what you said, Oath, but I'll address that quickly, and then I'll go back to what he was saying. Two things. I'm not against I'm not against fighting for human rights.
Yeah.
I also fight for human rights. Veganism is a direct extension of being anti-racist, anti-homophobic, anti-sexist. It's just extending anti-discrimination to other species of animals. And there's a term called speciesism, which is the discrimination against other species of animals. It's kind of like how we take care of cats and dogs as pets, but we don't extend that to cows, chicks, and pigs when there's no
In the
morally
US.
significant difference. Most places in the world, yeah. For some
the
parts in
US.
Asia, sure.
Yeah.
But I'm in the U.S.
Yeah,
specifically,
yeah,
sure.
right.
But so to say that, yes, of course, there's horrible things happening to humans all the time. But I would say the reason why I'm out here doing this is, number one, I think it's a bottom-up issue.
Yeah.
I think that the way we treat animals bleeds into how we treat other people because of maybe we feel they're lesser than us, maybe we feel whatever, right? So I do think it's a bottom-up
It's
issue.
just like another number, like another brick in the wall. You know what
Sure,
I mean?
yeah.
So like how I'm just like, it doesn't matter. It's an insignificant death. Is like how I could look at you and you're another insignificant life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sure. And then again, I do advocate for a lot of pro-human things. I advocate for a lot of things in the workforce. Logical consistency. I'll give you guys a card. You
Yeah,
guys
dude,
scan it.
please.
But
No, you're
back.
good shit, dude.
Thank you. Back to what you were saying, right? So when it comes to crop deaths, or when it comes to hunting,
Yeah.
so there's yes, could you hunt one deer and maybe sustain yourself,
That's why I ain't vegan.
calorie-wise
Don't worry, I'll eat
versus calorie-wise, maybe, right? But when we look at food systems, when we look at how to feed 8 billion people, we have to look at what's practically possible.
It's not
right?
practical.
So
Not every American has the opportunity to go out and hunt.
well,
Like how
yeah,
I
most
said.
of the world doesn't have the ability to hunt,
Yeah.
right? Only a few areas.
So I'm down for more growing your own food, buying local. Like I'm here with you on that.
But here's the thing. I think, because I talk to a lot of people that harper on the local, the backyard farms, whatever, right? But what I'm talking about, right, you could make those same arguments for other injustices. It's about what's moral and what's causing harm, right? So for example, and I would also address the crop deaths thing. Most of the crops we grow are fed directly to livestock, right?
Yeah.
So over 70% of soy is fed specifically to feed the animals that we grow to then kill and eat, right?
Yeah.
So most of those crop deaths would be prevented. Number two, a lot of people bring up crop deaths, but you got to remember we live in a non-vegan world. Living in a non-vegan world, nobody gives a shit about the mice, the voles, the rabbits, whatever.
I guess the only reason why I brought that up is because I know it's a little bit stereotyped with veganism, is that they're like I don't want to harm anything. I just want everything to live, I do it ethically. I don't want any animal to get hurt, but it's like if you understand,
yeah, that's not really veganism. Yeah.
I just want to
Yeah.
say one thing. Connor, stop wearing the do-rag. Go vegan.
Go vegan.
Go vegan.
And another thing is,
Our buddy Connor needs to go vegan.
Okay.
do you like females? Real question.
Go
course.
vegan.
Would you sexually?
Stop wearing the do-rag.
Would you give an oral altercation to a female?
If it's consensual, yeah.
Yes. That's eating meat, though, like in some type of form, right?
But it's consensual. So what we do to animals is not
if the
consensual.
rabbit was like, kill me, you can kill him.
If the rabbit said, "Hey, I'm in a lot of pain. I really want you to kill me," yeah.
You'd kill him.
I don't know if
Would you eat 'em?
I mean, I'd have to debate it, but if they
So say
if
like
they gave
say,
us
say,
consent,
say like tomorrow dogs talk and like dogs are like, bro, we fucking hate it here. We don't want to live in this house no more. My owner sucks. Kill me and eat me.
potentially, yeah,
Would you eat
because
'em?
we'd have to go further into our mind because a lot of humans want to commit suicide. That doesn't mean we just let them commit suicide, right? We would probably try and get to the bottom of why they're feeling that way.
Other
But
than euthanasia.
yeah, but again, if there was a sick dog and the dog was like, "Fucking kill me, dude, please, I hate it here," yeah, I think it would be humane or moral to euthanize that dog, and we do that with
gotta
dogs.
get going, but I just want to say this one thing. I fuck with you. I respect you. I love what you stand for.
Thank you, man.
For me eating meat, because I've done raw veganism for 3 years. I dated.
Don't
this
recommend
chick.
raw veganism.
It was.
Don't recommend raw veganism.
It was awful.
Dude, raw
And wicked
veganism
expensive- and
is
wicked
designed to literally turn you like
Thank you guys sometime.
it's
Thank
designed to make you undereat. So raw veganism is not what I recommend. Most
I
people.
was more vegan. I did raw veganism in like the last 3-4 months.
Okay.
But all I have to say is so I come from a farming background with my family, and the turkeys and the pigs and the cows that we slaughtered weren't like, eat me, it's okay, but we gave them love, we gave them respect. I have respect for those animals, and they fed my family and kept.
But man, look, I hear what you're saying, but
But I couldn't
How
do that
can you-
year round with like soy or anything and get like we couldn't do that.
Right, but the thing is, when we have the food security we have, when you can go to the grocery store, get rice and beans, when you have vegan options in downtown, right? What's the justification for breeding those animals, first of all, taking care of them, treating them like a member of family, and then killing them?
My heritage.
I know, but people, you could say slavery is part of heritage, right? White people could say, well, my daddy was a slave owner, my daddy was a slave owner. That's not a justification for the action, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what I would say is, if you agree with that
I love and respect
definition,
animals.
but
And
how could you do that when you pay for them to be killed? Right? Like, how can you say you love another animal, including a human, but then pay for them to be killed?
I mean, like, people pay for like all unjust things, and it's like I could tell you.
Like what?
So, like, for example, right? So it's like I love and respect women, or like someone could like say they love and respect women, they have a mother, but they can like pay for prostitution.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it gets a little dicey because it's hard to know the line between because they're adults, it's hard to know the line between what's
But you know
consensual
what I, but you
and
know
inconsensual.
You know what I'm trying to get at?
Yeah, like, for example, if somebody said they love humans and they paid for slave-made products, I would say that's a contradiction, right? I would say that they shouldn't be paying for those products, if it's very clear, right? Same thing with, like, if there is a prostitution ring where all the women are being forced to have sex and somebody goes and pays for that,
Yeah.
I would say that if they the next day said, hey, I love women, that's a contradiction, right? How can you express that you love a certain group of people or people in general or animals?
I guess you have to like really look down and define what love is, because love is such a broad spectrum.
Yeah, but
You know
I
what
think we
Like,
can...
I tell you, I love the turkeys that I raised, but I killed them. So you're like, how can you love them if you killed them?
You might love them from a selfish perspective of, oh, you love the taste of them. But when you talk about love, we
No.
think about care, we think
I
about
did.
selflessness, we
Which
think
I
about...
did.
Right, but then you kill them,
Yeah, I gotta go.
you know? But thank you, man. Good talk.
Yeah.